Folks, and welcome inside the Champlin Ice Forum here on QCTV for today's girls hockey matchup between the visiting Hill Murray Pioneers and the hometown Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds. I'm Pete Anderson alongside Tim Anderson, no relation, but we did go to high school together. And Tim, this is a matchup, two 2-0 teams, one of the top teams in the state, Champlin Park Coon Rapids. They're just trying to kind of find that groove and keep the winning streak alive.
Yeah, they got some really solid veterans on that front line, a lot of them that were introduced in that starting lineup that you'll see on line number one. Seniors like their captain, Sydney Bernavec, and also Lily McKenzie. They've got some talent, and they started off on the road. They got 2 wins right away to start the season. They're 2-0. They went on the road. They got those wins, but as did Hill Murray. Started the season 2-0 as well, including a big 7-0 victory over Eden Prairie in their last game.
That Eden Prairie matchup is a common opponent between these two teams. It was 5-4 when Champlin Park Coon Rapids played them to start the season. We're underway. Hill Murray wins the opening faceoff and turns to try and get it up. It's held behind the blue line, not allowed entry into the Champlin Park Coon Rapids zone by Nola Milton.
Key for Champlin Park, be aggressive and avoid these types of rushes. There's going to be a quick penalty.
Already a penalty drawn by number 10, Sophie Olson. And she drew the penalty. It'll be it's Kylie Aswegan with the hook is the call here, just 22 seconds in.
Yeah, easy for you to say. It's going to set up a 2-minute power play for Hill Murray just 30 seconds into the game, and that's the one thing you don't want to give the Pioneers as an opportunity to work on the man advantage.
1 for 3 on the season are the Pioneers on the power play, right on the doorstep. Opportunity turned away by Grace Lund. Grace Lund getting the start for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. Her second appearance in net this season. Hill Murray starts the rush, gains the zone, pushes all the way around. That's J.C. Chatlin. Taken away behind the net, and it'll be Champlin Park Coon Rapids trying to corral and get it out of the zone. They do clear all the way into the Hill Murray zone.
Yeah, Bluebirds get the line change that they need as they try to fight off this penalty with 1:15 to go on it.
Outlet pass gets through neutral ice and will be dumped inside the Bluebird zone. Chipped off the boards and over the stick of Josie Skoogman. And it'll be Hill Murray trying to gain the zone once again, pushed into the zone. Centering opportunity went off of a skate and behind the net. Hill Murray will rotate near side. Out to the point, winding, firing, tipped, and save made by Lund. The shot was taken by Casey Senden at the point, tipped in the middle, right in that high slot area. Lund saw it all the way.
That was the offense that you're looking for Hill Murray on this power play. They cycled the puck nicely. They were able to work it on both ends. They got clean looks. They've got 2 clean looks on this power play, but so far Grace Lund has made 2 really nice saves.
Face-off comes to Lund's left. Bounces around, and it'll be controlled by the Bluebirds and be pushed through the zone and finally dumped in across center ice. 34 seconds remain on the power play for Hill Murray. Good forecheck here on this line for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. And regaining the puck in the neutral ice is Lily McKenzie, just trying to eat up some of that clock. Wrapping behind and trying to find something. They'll just send it to open ice. All the way ahead, McKenzie couldn't corral that one. Might have had an opportunity to walk in on Oscarson. Charlotte Oscarson in net for Hill Murray. Hill Murray the other way. Pioneers work down low. Centering opportunity. It gets caught in the skates. And full strength are the Bluebirds. Hill Murray holds the zone.
Oh. Lost an edge right there for Hill Murray as they tried to get one more opportunity as the Bluebirds were getting set and trying to get everybody back to full strength. So a good job on the penalty kill for Champlin Park, Coon Rapids.
McKenzie wraps it around for the Bluebirds. It comes all the way into the Hill Murray zone. And pressure still being applied on the forecheck. Held in at the point for the Bluebirds. Free puck. And it's finally pitchforked out off the boards. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity, but a good step up there for Champlin Park. Pushing it forward. That was Callie Elfin. Taking away some dangerous moments from Hill Murray.
Doing a nice job. But the Bluebirds have been more physical, it certainly. And it does feel like the Pioneers are the stronger skaters.
Entry opportunity for Hill Murray doesn't amount to anything. Shot was deflected into the far corner. Tied up right outside the Champlin Park Coon Rapids bench. Puck comes down low, backhand up over the top of the crossbar. Lund never got a piece of it. And I think the net came off. It did. We'll get a whistle there.
That's a pretty clean look. That's maybe the third or fourth really clean look that Hill Murray's had in this opening period. But again, that one, you're right. As you said, flew over the top of the net. Could not get that right on the tape of that backhand like she was looking for. But you got to be impressed with what Hill Murray's able to do as far as getting chances in front of the net.
Face-off win goes for Sophie Olsen of the Pioneers. Back to the point. Shot taken. Tipped in front. Just wide of the net on the near side. Back up top now. Looking for Braunschauser.
Senden does such a nice job on that on the defense side there for Hill Murray, keeping that one alive. She put that one on net in a perfect spot. Was almost going to get the deflection, and they'll touch up for icing. So one thing you notice, the passing pretty crisp, Pete, so far.
Very crisp passing by Hill Murray, able to create some opportunities. It just seems like when that puck gets close to the net, those are the passes that haven't connected yet for the Pioneers. On the Champlin Park Coon Rapids side, they are playing physical.
No shots on goal, though. That's where they got to get a shot or two. Get some pressure on the goalkeeper, Osterson.
There's the first shot. That comes off a Semling stick, still in front. And it comes out to the boards, held in at the point by Bernovic and dumped back in. Not deep, however. And the Pioneers will slide it ahead. Takeaway right there from Semling. Shoots through traffic. That's taken off of her stick. Good defense by the Pioneers in their own end. Top line out there for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. Now it gets dumped deep. McKenzie in a battle, and it's Semling that comes in. Sends it towards Bernovic. Bernovic trying to turn. Flies it and misses the net. Oscarson tried to kick the leg out. Never got a piece of it. Comes out to the point. Can't be corralled. And it'll be Aswegan and Bernovic.
Again, I love just putting shots on net if you're the Bluebirds. Anytime you can, just make Oscarson work for it. You never know if you're going to get a rebound or a second opportunity.
Far side, puck comes free. Pitson holds the zone, sends it right back down below the red line. Hill Murray will be the first to touch it there. Collision at the half wall, but it comes away to Champlin Park in front. Nobody there to tap that one as it got past Oscarson. Still held in the zone, and now it's the Hill Murray Pioneers feeling a little bit on the back foot as they're not able to get a rush going. Here they finally gain the zone into the Bluebirds' end.
That was a good couple minutes from the Bluebirds. You're absolutely right, Pete. Able to get some more offensive momentum going forward, forcing Hill Murray to play defense.
Skoogman shoots it, blockered away by Lund. Into the corner here for the Bluebirds. Held at the point by Skoogman. Josie slides one low, and there's a shot on net, turned away by the chest protector of Lund. Bouncing puck on the far side. Found a Hill Murray's stick. Lund up to the task. Back inside Hill Murray's zone. Puck slides high, and it's going to be picked up, turning, trying to take it into the zone are the Bluebirds. Now on the ice for the Bluebirds, number 16, Lila Olsen. We've mentioned Sophie Olsen a couple times. Those two are sisters. Lila is a freshman, Sophie a senior for Hill Murray. Lila deciding, according to Coach Gutterman, who I talked to before the game, and deciding, you know what, I'm just going to stay home.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to get a ride to school every day.
It's a shorter drive. Maybe you get first crack at dinner. I mean, you never know how that works around the Olsen house. You don't know.
Icing waved off because Oscarson played it, and it helps out Champlin Park. Shot blockered away. That shot was by June Semling.
Good job by Semling to just, again, get a shot on net. Good aggressive work by the Bluebirds here as they're trying to combat the aggressiveness of Hill Murray and use it against them.
Emily Pohl will take the puck off the boards, but can't find a passing lane, and an outlet pass trying to spring Semling. Bounces over her stick. Champlin Park looking for some opportunities here to take advantage and put some other shots, put some offense on the board. Here's Brnovik. Sydney Brnovik with a lane. Shoots, goes wide side, and just misses the net.
Just came in on sides, but it was good enough. They got a great look. Brnovik fired. That was beautiful, but just wide of the goalkeeper, Oscarson.
Lots of battles there right in between the two benches. As Hill Murray was trying to get a change, those are always a little hairy as a coach when you're changing and there's people touching the puck right in front of the bench. That'll be an icing against Hill Murray, and
that might have been a call too from the bench saying, hey, can we ice this for a line change? Let's try not to do this in the neutral zone when we've got people everywhere and congestion everywhere. Again, I really think skating much better. Those first couple minutes, I thought Hill Murray came out. They were the more solid skating team, but I think the Bluebirds have done a really nice job in these last 4 or 5 minutes of just skating hard, getting to those loose pucks and winning the battles to those 50-50 pucks.
Pajunen pushes the face-off draw into the corner, but can't come back and get it. Ooh, big hit there. Losing an edge into the boards was Callie Alfin. Bouncing puck inside the Champlin Park Coon Rapids zone. Held in at the point by Josie Skugman. And it's Champlin Park, the Bluebirds, just trying to get out. Another turnover, and it's going to be dumped into the near side. Hill Murray already had their change. Physical play in the corner. Trying to bring it out. Now shot taken. That one goes high over the net.
You see what the Bluebirds do. They sprawl in front of Grace Lund. They get low to take the low stuff so Lund can stay high and see anything that's available at her eye level.
Desperation mode a little bit setting in for the Bluebirds as they're trying to get out of their own zone. Turning and firing good stick work right in front of Lund. Helping her out because that one could have been dangerous. That was Allie Pajunen.
They fire down to ice the puck as they were being pressured. There's get a look at Oscarson, the goaltender for Hill Murray. 5-2 shots on goal unofficially. Hill Murray got a couple early, but then, yeah, they've been kind of fighting it off. But now you start to, again, sense that they're finding they're making an adjustment now, are the Pioneers.
McKenzie takes the draw for the Bluebirds, wins it. Semling works the boards, gets past the defender, and now is going to start the rush. Good back check by Hill Murray. That was Eliana Engelhard with the good skating.
Number one line on the ice now for the Bluebirds. Again, that Brnovik Semling line.
Center in front, and nothing there for Emily Pohl. It went into her skates instead of onto the tape of her stick. Otherwise, it was an easy tap in. This one's going to be tipped and go just wide. It'll be an icing against Champlin Park Coon Rapids.
And that's sometimes the cycle here, unless you're able to turn the puck and get the momentum the other way, is now it seems like they're playing, again, very defensive hockey of the Bluebirds. They're just content to have to try to ice the puck, dump it back in, get the line changes until they can find something that works for them. Try to get a turnover, try to get some kind of odd man rush set up the other way.
Gwen Skugman will take the face-off for Hill Murray. She wins it, pulls it to the boards, and it's going to get pulled back to the point. Shot taken, tipped, and doesn't find its way in on Lund. Another shot, high slot, and that one's deflected. Lund didn't see it, but she got a leg pad on it. And then it's coming the other way. Champlin Park trying to get something going. Good tie-up by Casey Sendin of the Pioneers. Otherwise, they would have been given a 1-on-0 rush for Champlin Park, and that's offsides against the Pioneers. We'll have a face-off right in front of our perch here at the ice forum.
Yeah, Anna Pohl coming in just a little bit hot. And they end up going offside, so they get the line change just outside of the zone. Yeah, nice perch up here in the ice forum. It's a beautiful place to watch a game if you haven't been out here.
Wish they would turn the heaters
a little bit.
on.
Yeah, I could use the heat right here. Yeah. you're on to something. I thought you'd pull some strings, Pete.
Yeah, I'm not that connected in Champlin. Dumped back in. Hill Murray has it. Centering up 10. Shot and a goal! Sophie Olsen scores her first of the season. Great feed by Regan Berglund to set that one up.
Yeah, Sophie Olsen's going to get the pick dinner tonight over the little sister at that point. That was a beautiful pass, and again, set up this little one-timer right in front of the net. And again, Grace Lund has to defend the puck on that side, so there was no backside help. And this is just wide open for the goal for Olsen to get the easy goal. And again, just a beautiful pass, and that shows you what pressure does. Pioneers just keep the pressure on Grace Lund and this defense of the Bluebirds, and finally, with 6:15 to go in the first period, they cash in.
Back underway, and the goal, Sophie Olsen, assist by Berglund, both of their first points of the season.
There's so much depth on that Hill Murray team, Pete. They can
And
just
Hill
score
Murray's
from anywhere.
Hill Murray will draw a tripping penalty inside the offensive zone. That penalty is going against number 22. That's JC Chatelaine.
So now a power play. This is what, if you're Coach Gutterman, you kind of want, right? It's like, if we're going to score, it's going to probably need to be on these special teams. It's going to be hard for them to win on 5-on-5. But if you can get 5-on-4s, get these power play chances, you might be able to score here and stay in the game a little bit more. Look out, bench.
Puck's still getting found, and there it is. And so we'll reset here just 5 seconds after that first face-off. First power play opportunity for Champlin Park. And as you mentioned, this power play is potent. 3 of 6 already on the season through 2 games. Tie up off of the draw, still fighting for it, and it's Bernovic that comes away with it. Back to the point, now near side. Half wall. Puck gets taken away and wrapped all the way around. Bernovic.
Yeah, good little box out.
Pinches off the defender, now gives it up. McKenzie shoots from an angle, free puck in the blue paint. And no stick there for the Bluebirds to tap it in. McKenzie slips it. Nice slip pass there, kind of a nutmeg if you're a soccer guy. Another shot, there's free and net, it's in!
I think that was like, I think that looked like number 2, Lily Zupfer, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think it was. Who was that number?
I think that's Semling.
Semling,
June
21.
Semling, her 6th of the season, and it ties it up here with 5:05 remaining.
Yeah, 21, it's Semling. And this is a really beautiful power play in general. Look at, they cycled this puck beautifully, and then they put it on net, got the rebound, and then it was just everybody crashed to the goal crease and try to find that greasy goal, and that's exactly what the Bluebirds did so well. Now we're tied at 1. But a great power play, Pete. They cycled that so beautifully. The spacing on that power play was great for Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, and they tie the game.
There's an opportunity, just tipped wide in front of Lund.
McKenzie gets the assist on the goal from Semling.
And that assist for McKenzie is her 4th of the season. Top line contributing here for the Bluebirds right away against one of the top teams in the state. It's tied 1-1. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Pioneers, and a great play by Lily McKenzie on the back end, tipping that one away. Otherwise, it would have been a walk-in for the Pioneers. Takeaway by Anna Pitson. She'll work wide, goes around into the circle, still trying to work through, still has it in the blue paint. Opportunity, and a shot saved. Ali Pajunin just a step behind. Otherwise, it might have been able to be a better opportunity to beat Oscarson there.
Yeah, Pajunin was right there, but that's why you don't give up on a play. You really love the fact that they just kept skating through that for the Bluebirds, and they just gave themselves a chance.
Coming the other way, and it's a takeaway, and Hill Murray somehow still holds the zone, bouncing puck right in the high slot. And it's Pitson finally getting it out of the Bluebird zone. She goes off. Lund redirects lightly in behind the net, where it'll be picked up. Alphen, she went hard into the boards earlier. Good to see her back out there skating at full capability. Neutral ice.
Nice
Sent
job.
in by Sendin. Wrap to the point. Shot. Taken. And initial save made. It did squirt free, but the officials are blowing it. Dead, and 3:19 remaining here in this first period, Tim.
Yeah, protecting the goaltender there. Nice job. But again, those are the easy saves for Grace Lund. When she can actually see it, Hill-Murray didn't get the traffic in front, didn't get the redirect, and Lund is going to be able to make that save more often than not.
It'll be Easton, Caitlin Easton taking this face-off against Sophie Olsen. She wins it, does Easton, into the corner. Puck comes free. Easton overskated it. And right back into the corner we go. Aswegan wraps it around, can't complete that pass clean to Lila Olsen. Near side. Bluebirds are able to send this one down. Puck's on edge, but icing waved off as that one slowed its pace. Olsen breaks up the pass. Lila does. Sends it back inside the Hill-Murray zone. Bouncing puck. There's a shot taken by Semling. It's kicked away by Oscarson. And this will come all the way down. This will be an icing against Hill-Murray.
Now, you see that first line for them, for the Bluebirds, has the instincts to just shoot, get the puck, shoot. And they're also super tenacious with the stick. They're able to just poke so many pucks away from that Hill-Murray line and give themselves chances. You want to see the rest of that Champlin Park Coon Rapids team do the same thing. But it's really changed the tenor of this first period after that equalizer goal.
The top line for the Bluebirds definitely has some power. There's a feed in front right through the slot all the way from the back of the net. Good idea by Sydney Bernovic. Nobody home. However, and it slides all the way down into the Bluebirds' own zone, but it's coming right back. Sydney Bernovic gets fed, works back to the middle, draws the penalty.
And this penalty's good. This power play gets to work again. Pete Bernovic is so good. And you got to see it right there. After great pass, first of all, from Aswegan, who ran back to get that puck and got things set up off the boards. And all of a sudden, it ends right up on the stick of Bernovic, wide open, one-on-one. Nothing much that the Pioneers could do except take the penalty. And that puts Hole Slicer back into the box. And that's going to give another power play to this Bluebirds team, who's already 1-for-1.
It'll come in the right circle, and the faceoff goes into the corner. Hill-Murray will control coming out. Down a skater. Works to the middle. Shot taken, deflected. It goes wide of the net. McKenzie will go into the corner and battle against Berglund. The two playmakers of the game thus far, each of them have an assist to their name in McKenzie Berglund. Now it's going to be Bernovic taking it out of the corner. Sydney will not be pressured, holds it all the way inside the Hill-Murray zone, does a little hezzy move, and works the red line. Down low, still looking, comes all the way up top for McKenzie at the point. Back to Bernovic, into the circle. She got stopped, and that pass couldn't be corralled by McKenzie, and she's got to slide that one over to Aswegan. Aswegan being pressured. Good job there by Sophie Olsen on the forecheck. That's what you want out of a penalty killer, is somebody that just skates and skates and skates, takes away your opponent's time and space.
Not able to really cycle that time, where the Bluebirds really struggled to get into a game. They just couldn't get the puck on the tape. That thing was all over the place.
Dumped back in. Alphen will retreat into her own end. Under a minute to go here in this first period. Tied one apiece. Champlin Park has the power play. Champlin Park Coon Rapids has the power play for another 36 seconds. Outlet pass comes to the wide side. Shot, blockered away, right in front, right back on net. And an Oscarson will put the blocker on top to get the whistle. 44.4 seconds remaining here in this first period. 28 seconds remaining in the extra skater time for the Bluebirds.
Well, at the start of the period, Hill-Murray looked like they were going to get a ton of shots. And now it's 9-8 officially. So really good recovery by the Bluebirds. And again, getting a lot of things done on their power play. This hasn't been as good as the first power play, obviously, but they're still doing some nice things, getting shots on net.
Alphen pressured, but she's able to hold the zone. Coming around, shooting. That's turned away by Oscarson. And coming away with the rebound are the Pioneers. Outlet pass too far ahead, but it's a no-risk opportunity. That's a weird bounce off of a stanchion. Turning, shooting, still free on it. And Lund sprawls out.
Grace Lund has had to make a lot of pretty tough saves, but you're right, that was a weird bounce. Goalies, this is why they have to stay so attentive all the time, because you just don't know what kind of bounce you're going to get off some of these boards. You think you can predict it, and then you get a weird one like that.
Face off with 15 seconds remaining in period number 1. McKenzie pulls it over to the boards, and now it's on her stick. Wrapped around, under 10 to go. Champlin Park just wants to get this out. Brnovic plays it ahead. 2 seconds, 1 second, got to shoot. No attempt. But we get out of this first period. We're tied on the scoreboard. We're tied with shots on goal. So let's just pretend like it didn't happen and we move on. We've got 2 periods to determine this one.
Sounds great. It was a really fun first period. Both teams back and forth getting opportunities. The game is as good as advertised between 2 unbeaten teams.
We'll be back with more girls hockey action here in Champlin. Stay with us on QCTV Sports.
Good afternoon. I'm Alicia Yankee, Recreation Manager for the City of Champlin. And entering the 4th quarter, we wanted to just kind of give you a heads up on some of our upcoming family events. Coming up in November, we'll have Family Thanksgiving Bingo will be held at the Mississippi Crossings Center here, Event Center here on Friday, November 22nd. We'll offer 2 different sessions, 5:15 and 7:15 p.m. Both residents and non-residents are welcome to attend. This one does fill early and registration is ongoing as we are filming this today. You may visit our website at ci.champlin.mn.us to get registered. Immediately following the Family Thanksgiving Bingo, we will flip our space for the Holiday Artisan Market to be held on Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are excited to bring you 20 vendors, which totally fills up our space. And we have a variety of different crafting genres represented. You can find Diane Witt and her Cards by Diane. Stone Ridge Farms, which is homemade honey and beeswax candles. Demi Mitts, which is upcycled mittens made from sweaters and denim jeans, and a variety of other vendors as well. So please mark your calendar and come shop and support local. Then as we enter December, we are excited to once again host Christmas at the Crossings, which will be the official kickoff to the holiday season for the City of Champlin. That too will be held here at the Mississippi Crossings Event Center on Friday, December 6th. We will have Santa available and on site from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and we hope to host the Champlin Park High School Choir again this year. You will be able to get some hot cocoa served by Cullen's Ice Cream, and at 6:30 p.m. we will officially light up the large LED Christmas tree on this property here. So please come on down and help us celebrate. Another one of our holiday events that we have going on that I'm super excited about is the Christmas Lights Tour. This is a free program where we encourage residents to decorate their homes with inflatables and holiday lights, and then we will organize them on a map. And so if you are a family like mine that enjoys the holiday lights, you can load the kids in the car with some hot cocoa and snacks and drive around town and enjoy all the holiday decorations and lights. It's quite festive and exciting. As 2024 comes to an end, I can't help but reflect on what a busy year it has been in Park and Rec. So many great events that we were so happy to host and be a part of, and thank you to all of our sponsors for all their hard work, donations, and support this year.
I'm one of the owners, so there are two of us. I'm Megan, I live here in Champlin, and then I have a co-owner, Jen, who lives down by our other location, which is in Lakeville. We opened the Lakeville store during COVID in 2019, and then we moved into this space 2 years ago in October. So if you drive by 169, you probably passed us a million times. We're right on the corner of 169 and Hayden Lake Road, and we wanted a spot in our community where women could come together and find things that they love that make them feel beautiful and to support other local vendors. So we have lots of giftables and things like that by other local women companies. We love to help people get outside their comfort zone. We love to help people find that outfit for the specific event that they're working for. So when people come in, we kind of gauge it towards what you're going for. If you have 30 minutes and you need to get in and out and you need an outfit for either a reunion or a wedding or something like that, we can help pick out a couple outfits for you to try on and make it short and sweet. If you're looking to revamp your wardrobe, we can also do that. So you can actually come in anytime. All of our staff are here to help style you, and we let you kind of pick out a couple things, and then based on your feedback, we'll step in and either match that or get you outside your comfort zone. Doesn't mean you have to leave with it, but at least you're trying new stuff on. But we really want people to be able to come in and feel comfortable enough to say, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I need help with, and we will work with you with whatever that means. So we can be overwhelming sometimes, but we can also be really helpful. So it just kind of depends what you're looking for. So we are primarily a clothing boutique. So if you come in, 80% of what we have is clothing. That's why we're here, but we like giftables and we like to support other local vendors. So especially during the holidays, we bring in a lot more items than we normally have. And there's definitely like sections in the store. So there's a Minnesota section that has like Minnesota hot dishes and dish towels that are locally made. And then we do have a wine section that is more like that housewarming. If you're hosting something during the holidays, if you're going to someone's house, you can bring them a housewarming gift, which is fun, or a hostess gift. And so there's definitely like some wine and some fun snarky things. And then our jewelry is primarily locally made as well, which is kind of fun. So if you're talking about accessories, we do have a bag line that we carry and then a bunch of local jewelry. And again, during the holidays, we bring in a lot more. So there's kind of different little sections. There's also a kids section. A lot of us are moms or aunts or grandmas. So we have like locally made night lights. We have the warmies that everyone loves for the holidays, bath soaps, things like that for the kids as well. I love when people come in and they're like, I didn't think I'd like it here, and then they do, and we're like, this is the best. This community is growing, and I think it can for sure sustain something like this. What we need is more people to know that it exists, so this is a really good way for that to happen. So if you've driven by and you've said, I haven't stopped in, I should, or if this is your first time hearing about us, we want to be in our own communities supporting other local vendors in our own communities, and so that's why we're here, and we hope to stay. We have people every single day who come in that say they didn't know that we existed. And while we're 2 years old, and that feels crazy when they're like, how long have you been here? And we're like, 2 whole years. Word of mouth is huge for us. So if you are watching this and you have not stopped in, please come see us. We would absolutely love it. The holidays is a great time too, because we have so many other things than clothing during the holidays. And if you're watching this and you've shopped with us, thank you. You're the reason that we're able to be here. And if you're one of our weekly people, we adore you. Thank you so much for coming to see us all the time. But I just think the word of mouth in the local community is so important. And so we are so grateful for this opportunity. We love this community. We want to stay in this community. But as a small business owner, that does mean people shopping. So we hope that you come see us.
Pickleball. It's the fastest growing sport in the United States. And as it turns out, the city of Champlin has some of the best options to play pickleball in the state of Minnesota. Andrews Park, located in the heart of Champlin, just opened up their state-of-the-art outdoor pickleball facility.
Oh, the response has been great so far. People are really excited about them. We have one of the few lit courts in the metro area, and from what I've been told from other pickleball players in the community, they've been driving like Roseville to play after. This will be a great amenity to this area of the Twin Cities and Champlin. Yeah, we have 6 courts here at the new pickleball court complex. Like I mentioned before, they're lit, so we have a light pole with a button on it after dark, and you hit the button, the lights will stay on for 1 hour, and after 55 minutes they'll strobe, so then you can hit the light again and keep them going. So next year we'll have like an open play program from 8 to 11 in the morning. You can sign up for it, and we'll provide the balls, and we'll have a storage shed here with like squeegees and stuff, so if the courts are damp, you can clear them off and get them dry. But it's a great opportunity to get out and play pickleball if you don't know somebody else that plays pickleball.
I got it. Thanks.
Hey, we all know cold weather is coming our way, and sadly, we'll have to look to some indoor courts to get our pickleball fix. Well, good news, Champlin. Lifetime Fitness has some brand new indoor courts. Okay, so whether you're into outdoor play or indoor, it's very clear the city of Champlin is the place to be for all your pickleball needs.
My name is Christine Lundy, and I'm the owner of this coffee shop that's Just Love Coffee and Cafe in Champlin. And we have been here since May 1st, so we're kind of new, but we're really loving how Champlin has embraced us, and they've come in and people are loving the food and the coffee, so we really feel welcomed into the community.
Wanting to start a family business, Christine did her research.
I looked for some different franchise options. They have these websites where you can go and look stuff up. And I didn't really see anything that caught my eye until I ran across Just Love. My daughter has a background in being a barista and a manager at a coffee shop, and my son has a degree in business. And so it just seemed like it might all come together, you know, in a good way to open a coffee shop. And we also love the values of Just Love, which are actually posted on the wall up here: to be genuine, be excellent, and be a catalyst for love. And that just really resonated with me. I was like, yeah, that's what I want, and that's what I want this space to be.
We try to embody the cafe aspect more than just the coffee shop aspect, because a lot of like bigger coffee shops are going away from like, you know, indoor seating and like things like that. Like they're all focused on to go and drive through, and like we do have those as options. Like we're also on DoorDash, where, you know, we have options, but we do want people to feel comfortable coming in and sitting down and, you know, playing cards or talking to their family, or, you know, things like that. And it's been really special to see people, like our regulars, already developing routines here. So I always like to tell people, like, you can hang out here, like plug your laptop in, sit and study. Like that's one thing that's special about this place, is like we really do want the community to come in and spend time here. And like it's such a beautiful shop, and it's bright, and it, you know, it makes me feel happy and hopeful a lot of the time. So I just want to like share that with the rest of the community.
And don't worry if you aren't a coffee drinker. They offer so much more than just coffee.
I've actually heard people say, oh yeah, no, I haven't been by yet, I don't drink coffee. Well, the coffee is wonderful. We have every, you know, kind of coffee that you could want, but we also have refresher drinks and drinks with Red Bull and tea.
Welcome back here inside the Champlin Ice Forum on QCTV Sports. Happy Saturday to everybody watching live. It's the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds taking on the Hill Mary Pioneers, and Pete Anderson alongside Tim Anderson. Tim, that first period was about as evenly matched as we could have expected.
Yeah, boy, you thought with the skating early on for Hill Murray, they came out and I thought skated really well in that first 3 to 5 minutes or so. But then I thought the Bluebirds kind of found their way. They started to get things going, especially with that first line, that really good first line for Champlin Park, Coon Rapids. Starting to get some shots on goal, started to put some pressure on Oscarson, the goaltender for Hill Murray, and I thought that really swung things in the middle. I thought it was a really fun period. It was back and forth. It was up and down. We had a couple of penalties, had a few power plays. We had 18 total shots on goal. I expect more of the same in period number 2.
Very fun indeed. The goal scores, it started out with Hill Murray finding the net first. Sophie Olsen getting a great feed from Regan Berglund. Started the scoring off with the 10:43 mark of the first period. And then just a few minutes later on the power play, June Semling scoring her 6th, assisted by Lily McKenzie. And that's where we're at, 1-1. And we're underway here at period 2. Quick win for the Bluebirds off the face-off into the zone, and drawing the penalty, going into the backboards hard, is June Semling, but she drew that penalty, and it'll put the Bluebirds on the power play for the 3rd time already here in this Saturday afternoon game.
I'm telling you, it's a science from June Semling. She knows how to draw penalties, because what she did is just kind of lean into the defender of Hill Murray to the point where she was going to draw that contact and draw that power play. Just really, really good stuff from Semling. Took a hard hit off the boards for it, but again, it puts the Bluebirds back on the power play for the 3rd time today.
And it puts one of the top defense for Hill Murray in the box in Casey Sendin. She's going off for 2 minutes. And the tripping is the call. Outlet pass ahead, trying to find Semling, gets picked off. Bernovic will recover. In her own end. Looks now, finds near side for Semling. Cross ice finds McKenzie. We've got that top line. Aswegan will just tip it in. Not very deep, but she's able to recover. Sent in far side. Skoogman will get it out of the zone for the Pioneers.
Got to get into a good cycle here if you're the Bluebirds. Got to cycle the puck around and get some spacing.
Bernovic goes to the half wall, feeds it in, and Semling tried to get a tip on that. Comes back to Bernovic. McKenzie up top. Shot goes off of a shin pad. And it'll come down low. Back for Bernovic on the near side. Takeaway. Good job there for Hill Murray. That was Berglund with some good stick work. Sent in as Champlin Park, Coon Rapids will get a change. Long outlet pass all the way down the ice. McKenzie pressured by Berglund. Finds near side.
It's an excellent penalty kill from Hill Murray. After that first power play from Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, it's really been the penalty kill of Hill Murray that has come to the forefront here. They have done such a nice job these last couple.
Pole picks off the outlet pass, comes through, and there's shot. Good kick save made there by Grace Lund. Probably the best scoring opportunity of this power play. It came for Hill Murray. Hill Murray back to full strength. No shots on goal recorded for Champlin Park in that power play.
That did not feel like 5-on-4, did it? That was a great job by the Pioneers. And now let's see if that gets them rolling here in this 2nd period.
Tip pass comes all the way into the Hill Murray zone. It'll be turned back into neutral ice. Pushing that one through was Engelhard, but it's going to come the other way for the Bluebirds. Elfin works to the middle, keeps working, and gives off back for Elfin. High slot, shoots, doesn't get a ton on it. Good rebound in front. And it was Pajunin that couldn't get that stick down. Otherwise, she would have been able to walk that one right around Oscarson to give the Bluebirds a 2-1 lead. Skoogman, Josie Skoogman. There's 2 of those on this team. We've got quite a few sisters involved in this matchup between Hill Murray, and then obviously we've got the Olsen sisters. 1 each.
The families that play hockey together stay together, Pete. We've been saying that forever.
Yeah, that was one of your famous idioms. From
I think that was a very famous one. I think Ben Franklin actually said it first.
I'm not going to fact check you.
I don't. Yeah. Well, nobody does that anymore. You kidding me?
Icing is the call. Hill Murray will come down now, have an offensive zone face-off It'll come to Grace Lund's right. Caitlin Easton doesn't win that one. Shot taken, whistles wide. About shoulder height on Lund.
Like that aggressive play by Hill Murray right off the draw. Get it on net, put some pressure on the goaltender. That time it was just high.
Dangerous pass, but finds its way through. Getting dragged to the ice is Avery Anderson. No call, no raised arm. The other way, shot taken off of a shin pad. It comes deflected into the boards on the near side. A battle amongst two skaters aside. Our official yelling, trying to get him to get it loose. It's still tucked in there, and it's finally Hill Murray that comes away with a centering opportunity. And that was Englehart on the doorstep, just whiffed on it. Send it. Our pass gets redirected.
By this Bluebirds defense, their sticks are everywhere, Pete. They just get in front of every passing lane, and I think it's frustrating the Pioneers. The Pioneers like to get these smooth passes, work it cross ice, spread things out, and the Bluebirds are denying that.
And offside is the call. Good stick work again. And I believe that was Aswegan with the good defense, preventing Chatelaine from walking in all alone.
And that's all you want to do is if you can move a player off their comfort spot for just a little bit, just alter the timing by a half second. Sometimes that's the difference. Coach Gutterman's done a fine job getting his team ready to go and scouting out what Hill Murray likes to do because they're in every passing lane.
McKenzie wins the faceoff for the Bluebirds. Now comes away with from the boards. Tried to turn and fire that one for Semling. No icing. Semling gets there first. She'll work through the middle. Turns, looking for a tip. Just outside the reach of Brnovic. Brnovic battles to make sure that Champlin Park doesn't lose the zone. Semling.
Oh, man.
Drives. I believe that was Skoogman into the boards. No call. Winding and firing is Semling. That one goes on net. A save made by Oscarson.
Well, Semling pretty physical on the corner board there. No call. Interesting. And then gets another chance in front, and she likes that little fadeaway turnaround shot. It's pretty fascinating to watch her play it, but she's able to put a lot on that and at least force the goaltender Oscarson to make a good save.
Impressive enough that she got it on net, and on top of that, had some heat on it. Face-off win goes for the Pioneers as they wrap it around the boards on the near side, just trying to get out of their zone. Breakout can't be completed as it's held in. Wrapped around the board, send in, trying to get it in front, ahead for Pole, but they have to retreat and send it back in the near side. Braunschausen finally is able to get it out, now pushes forward. This is Uncles Bay. Uncles Bay gets pushed wide. Great job by Callie Elfin, taking her off of her spot. Held by Sendin at the point. Bouncing puck in the circle, and we have a stoppage.
Maybe offsides there. When they came back in, maybe that thing just got out of the circle. It looked like off the line. Maybe wasn't held in enough.
It's going to be inside the zone.
It is? Okay.
Hand pass?
Maybe that might have been it.
But you can hand pass inside your own. Was it touched by a high stick?
I didn't see their call. I just heard the whistle, but I didn't see them motion anything.
Face-off win for Easton. And wrapped around the boards for Milton for the Bluebirds. Her pass can't be connected, and it'll come all the way down. It stays on edge, so the icing stays alive.
So far, second period, it feels like Hill Murray's kind of stuck in first gear here a little bit. They haven't been able to get out into the open ice and take advantage of their speed.
Well, and I think that has to do with, Tim, the good face-off play right there by Berglund, and just couldn't touch that puck. That's what it is they'll make a good move, but, Champlin Park is able to just get just enough of a puck to not allow a rush or a free look on Lund.
And it's got to be getting a little frustrating for Coach Chrissy Pohl and her team because they're used to scoring some goals. They have put some goals up early this season, 11 goals in 2 games. And to only have one at this stage of the game has got to be It's kind of maybe a little bit frustrating for this really good team.
Pass is going to find McKenzie. McKenzie backs in, gives it up for Semling, and it's just let her too much. She would have been all alone. Sent back towards the net, and it's going to be Hill Murray able to clear the zone, getting it out. Racing to it near side is Milton. Milton gets a stick on it. Bernovic trying to turn and get through. Good physical play on the far side. That's Addie McLay. McLay back on the puck at the half wall, wraps it down low. And a good play on the near side for the Bluebirds. Lily McKenzie is really, really strong on the puck. And that'll be an offside.
Tell you what, June Semling's a problem for Hill Murray. They're having a tough time kind of getting her matched up and boxed in. It seems like she's out in the open space quite often. And she's going to be tough to deal with all game. Pete Hayes said to me, I remember a quote from him even last night on QC, said, hey, if you give me a goal scorer and a goaltender, I'm going to be in a lot of games. And that's the case for this Champlin Park Coon Rapids team.
Takeaway inside the neutral ice. Bluebirds trying to make something happen here with the second line. As it's Tessa Bowden fighting for it in the corner. Puck comes free. And Pajunin. Pitson will jump in. Pitson comes away with it, and that can stick right back into the skates of Pajunin. And it'll wrap back around onto the near side. Hill Murray trying to break it out, gets it through, finds it, threads that needle, pull. Near side, she had an open look. She tried to give it up for Chatelaine and couldn't connect. Some good fortune there for Champlin Park, as that would have been a golden opportunity for the top scoring line for Hill Murray. Sent in on net, and it finds its way in. Oleana Engelhardt on the back doorstep. A bouncing puck gets sent in on net. Not much Grace Lund can do, and Engelhardt breaks the tie with 9:16 remaining in this second period.
You know what? They don't have to be aesthetically pleasing. Sometimes when you just need to get a goal and get the momentum back on your side like the Pioneers were searching for, you'll take a little bouncy, greasy goal that goes across the crease. As you take a look at this great camera shot right there, just waiting for that little bouncer. It just happened to come right on the tape of Engelhardt, and she was able to put it in for the goal.
The goal for Engelhardt, her second on the season. We'll get the assists in just a moment. Hill Murray trying to send it ahead.
Chatelaine gets the assist on that one. That was a big goal, too, for Hill Murray, because it happens at about the halfway point of this period. And now we'll see if they try to get up by two. Now if you're Coon Rapids Champlin Park, got to get a little bit more dialed in offensively. Start moving the puck around a little bit cleaner, get more shots on goal.
Pass that was errant, comes all the way inside the Champlin Park zone, allows Hill Murray to get a change. No harm done on that errant pass. Hill Murray now inside the zone. Gwynn Skugman gets it back up top for send in. Good block of the shot. And Champlin Park Coon Rapids will start the other way. Here come the Bluebirds. Lily McKenzie will dump it in deep. Let it get a wrap. The rest of her line goes off for a change. And it's near side. Pushing forward. Taylor Miller was on that puck. Back to the point for Hill Murray. Shot taken from distance, and it caught a body in front, goes into the near side corner. Milton for the Bluebirds. Stops and sends it to open ice. Picked off. Great stick work there for Hill Murray. Then fed back in front. Gwynn Skugman didn't keep her momentum going in that same direction, but she's got it back on her stick. Sends it through traffic. Back again. Swooping in here is Emily Pohl. Pohl works to the front. Great shot on there. Big rebound kicked out for Engelhardt. That one didn't find its way through. Out of the corner, here come Hill Murray. Instead, it's going to be turning and firing, trying to get an icing or a change so that Champlin Park can get it. Champlin Park Coon Rapids can get a change.
Really good defensive sequence from Aswegan right there. She was involved in every loose puck. It's been a long shift for her, but she was involved a lot for this Bluebirds team, just trying to keep shots away from the goaltender Lund.
Aswegan sends it around the boards, too far outside the reach of Milton. Tie up at the half wall. Puck comes free, still coming free. Pohl will just turn and fire that one down low. Aswegan Milton off of a couple bodies, gets it out. Not necessarily far enough. There's going to be a 2 Champlin Park Coon Rapids skaters that do try and get out of there. And we've got some fresh legs for the Bluebirds. Backhand opportunity turned away by Lund. Now near side, and the defense forces Hill Murray out to the perimeter. Shot from the point, hits a stick, and it bounces, never finds its way through. Still not cleared. And you've got 3 skaters out there for Champlin Park Coon Rapids that have been out there for over a minute and a half.
This is about 2 full minutes of ice time in this zone. And that defensive line of Milton and Oswego has been out there over 3 minutes on this line. Defenders can hang out there for a while, but not when they're that busy.
Bowden finds Pitson, but Pitson's not able to get it deep. A couple other skaters come off the ice for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. A battle in the corner. Hill Murray still not really able to generate a ton of offense, however, even with that possession. And finally, Champlin Park Coon Rapids able to ice clear.
You're right, Pete. That was a long flurry, but you're right. It didn't necessarily measure up the shots, but it did measure up the puck control, and you could wear down that line for the Bluebirds, and they had to really defend the territory there for about 2.5, 3 minutes solid.
Face-off win goes for Hill Murray. Shot from the point, deflected, and it's going to come out of the zone quickly. Alphin feeds for Bernovic. Bernovic wide on the right side. Nice move along the boards, walks the red line, tips on net, goes wide on the far side of the cage. Up top for McKenzie. McKenzie's shot goes off of Englehart's ankle, and she's off to the races now, trying to get past McKenzie. McKenzie, some good work there. She is a full-length skater. She can defend. She can drive to the net. She's got a full bag. Alphin pinches off the angle, but wasn't able to control the puck. Here come the Pioneers into the zone, working through the circle, and a good takeaway. Great back check. I believe that was Alphin again. McKenzie has it on her stick. She's going 1-on-3.
Yeah, great job by Sendon. Sendon and McClay cut that off for the Pioneers beautifully. McKenzie had nowhere to go, just kind of ran into him, ended up having to dump in to get the change.
Outlet pass, finds Gwen Skoogman. Skoogman works through traffic, drop pass, shot taken, and save made by Lund. 4:07 remaining here in this second period. That was Reese Unclesbay. That was the beneficiary of that drop pass by Gwen Skoogman. Skoogman showing some speed there.
Bluebirds just kind of weathering a storm right now. Looking to see if they can get what they had a couple minutes ago with a little bit of a rush.
Face-off win for Easton. She's been solid in the face-off circle here so far this afternoon. Avery Anderson pushes it back off the half wall, down low again. Now she's back there. Couldn't get it out of play. Puck's free, and there's the goal call.
Gwen Skoogman. It looked like Lund was going to be able to cover it up, but she wasn't able to finish that play off, and the puck was loose. It just squirted right in front, and Skoogman did a nice job of staying with it and putting it in right behind Lund. That's kind of an unforced error from the goaltender of the Bluebirds, and now a regroup here because it's a 2-goal lead. Take a look at this again. Had the save, thought she had it, and she stayed in that position and didn't know that that puck had squirted away from her. I think that one took her by surprise.
Just trying to get a freeze there, just trying to get a whistle, and lost track of that puck. Did Lund.
Did a disappearing act, like coming out of a hat or something. Looked like a magician.
Off the face-off. Unassisted is the call. Champlin Park has to get on sides. Now they do, and dump it in. Just trying to make something happen here late in second period. Sendin has her pass ahead for Horning. Horning shoots, she scores!
Wow. Floodgates might be opening just a touch. You know, when goals like that get in a couple minutes ago, it tends to let those shoulders slump a bit. You kind of see it, and that'll usually means a goal might be coming not too far behind it. And that's Horning right there with just a great look, little wrister. able to go across the glove side of Lund. Lund, who had played so well for about a period and a half, has been under siege here a bit the last few minutes, giving up a couple goals, and now Hill Murray comfortably in front by 3.
Horning will get the goal, her second. Sendin getting an assist. That'll be her 4th of the season. And it's 4-1 here as we approach 3 minutes to play in the second period. Hill Murray. Outlet pass can't be connected. It's Alphen, Callie Alphen. Ahead for Brnovic, gets it to McKenzie. Top line back out on the ice. McKenzie loses the handle. Free puck sliding back towards the Bluebirds end. It's Callie Alphen that goes, and she's going to draw a penalty right there by Emily Pohl. I think it's going to be a hook.
And I don't know if, like I said, I think they're very good at drawing these penalties because it doesn't look like much, but it's enough to draw it. And I think that's got the attention of the Hill Murray bench as they're saying, like, it's very close. And you can see both Chrissy Pohl having a word along with others, not thrilled about that call. Didn't love it. But it puts the 4th power play of the game, and I think this is an essential 2 minutes for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. Really got to get something here. Get it to 4-2 to get yourself back in it.
Top line out, top power play line out there for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. They've already got a power play goal here this afternoon. 4th of the season. It was a trip, the call for Emily Pohl. Aswegan in front of her own net. Now looking, gives off for Semling. Semling, a goal scorer already. Brnovic puts on the brakes. Now getting pressured at the point. Puck still coming free. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Pioneers. Backhand. Nice save by Grace Lund. She'll sprawl out and cover up.
Boy, Sophie Olsen, I think, thought she had one, but here we go again.
Here's Brnovic coming wide, and a great play on the backside. That's Josie Skogman. Puck still free. Shot taken by Semling, blocked in front of Oscarson. At the half wall. A minute left on the power play time. Aswegan can't get there, and it'll come all the way inside the Bluebird zone. McKenzie plays it off the boards ahead. Josie Skogman has her pass deflected right back, but it goes right to her own teammate. Makes it nice and easy. That was Olivia Brownshaw's lawn pass ahead.
Pioneers, again, so aggressive on their penalty kill. Have not allowed the Bluebirds to get into any kind of cycle system. Haven't been able to put a play on.
Pitson trying to force that through from the right circle. Got lost in traffic, never on net. It'll come all the way down. One potential final rush in this one skater advantage for the Bluebirds. McKenzie gets ridden into the boards. Turning around and firing ahead. This is a Hulka. And now Pitson gets bumped off the puck. Penalty time is for Pohl is done. Emily Pohl, there's 2 of those on the team.
And the coach.
And the coach is. John and Chrissy on the bench. Husband-wife team.
It's a family affair.
It absolutely is. The hockey talent in that family at that dinner table probably at certain points has maybe surpassed all of the hockey talent in our hometown.
That certainly is the case. Yeah, no question about it.
No disrespect, but
it's a very competitive table.
Face-off win as we approach 30 seconds to go here. Engelhardt sends it forward for Emily Pohl. Pohl goes through some stick. Now trying to work back through. Centered in front. Gwen Skogman had her stick lifted. She wasn't able to get a tap on it. We're still inside the Bluebird zone. Under 20 seconds to play here in the period. Champlin Park Coon Rapids just trying to get out of the zone and get out of this period. Good stick work on the backside. Elfin. This should allow for the Bluebirds to ice. Clear. No icing. It was past the center line. And that'll be held for the buzzer. A late flurry of goals by Hill Murray gives them a 3-goal lead after 2. Tim, this one
A lot of puck control for Hill Murray in that second period. They really did control things and put a lot of pressure on Champlin Park Coon Rapids, and I think it got the Bluebirds out of their game. They weren't cycling as well, weren't passing as well, weren't getting the shots on net.
Bluebirds will look to bounce back here in the third period and try and make a game out of it. Stay with us on QCTV Sports.
Good afternoon. I'm Alicia Yankee, Recreation Manager for the City of Champlin. And entering the fourth quarter, we wanted to just kind of give you a heads up on some of our upcoming family events. Coming up in November, we'll have Family Thanksgiving Bingo will be held at the Mississippi Crossings Center here, Event Center here on Friday, November 22nd. We'll offer two different sessions, 5:15 and 7:15 p.m. Both residents and non-residents are welcome to attend. This one does fill early and registration is ongoing as we are filming this today. You may visit our website at ci.champlin.mn.us to get registered. Immediately following the Family Thanksgiving Bingo, we will flip our space for the Holiday Artisan Market to be held on Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are excited to bring you 20 vendors, which totally fills up our space. And we have a variety of different crafting genres represented. You can find Diane Witt and her cards by Diane. Stone Ridge Farms, which is homemade honey and beeswax candles. Demi Mitts, which is upcycled mittens made from sweaters and denim jeans, and a variety of other vendors as well. So please mark your calendar and come shop and support local. Then as we enter December, we are excited to once again host Christmas at the Crossings, which will be the official kickoff to the holiday season for the City of Champlin. That too will be held here at the Mississippi Crossings Event Center on Friday, December 6th. We will have Santa available and on site from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and we hope to host the Champlin Park High School Choir again this year. You will be able to get some hot cocoa served by Cullen's Ice Cream, and at 6:30 p.m. we will officially light up the large LED Christmas tree on this property here. So please come on down and help us celebrate. Another one of our holiday events that we have going on that I'm super excited about is the Christmas Lights Tour. This is a free program where we encourage residents to decorate their homes with inflatables and holiday lights, and then we will organize them on a map. And so if you are a family like mine that enjoys the holiday lights, you can load the kids in the car with some hot cocoa and snacks and drive around town and enjoy all the holiday decorations and lights. It's quite festive and exciting. As 2024 comes to an end, I can't help but reflect on what a busy year it has been in Park and Rec. So many great events that we were so happy to host and be a part of, and thank you to all of our sponsors for all their hard work, donations, and support this year.
I'm one of the owners, so there are two of us. I'm Megan, I live here in Champlin, and then I have a co-owner, Jen, who lives down by our other location, which is in Lakeville. We opened the Lakeville store during COVID in 2019, and then we moved into this space 2 years ago in October. So if you drive by 169, you probably passed us a million times. We're right on the corner of 169 and Hayden Lake Road, and we wanted a spot in our community where women could come together and find things that they love that make them feel beautiful, and to support other local vendors. So we have lots of giftables and things like that by other local women companies. We love to help people get outside their comfort zone. We love to help people find that outfit for the specific event that they're working for. So when people come in, we kind of gauge it towards what you're going for. If you have 30 minutes and you need to get in and out and you need an outfit for either a reunion or a wedding or something like that, we can help pick out a couple outfits for you to try on and make it short and sweet. If you're looking to revamp your wardrobe, we can also do that. So you can actually come in anytime. All of our staff are here to help style you. And we let you kind of pick out a couple things, and then based on your feedback, we'll step in and either match that or get you outside your comfort zone. Doesn't mean you have to leave with it, but at least you're trying new stuff on. But we really want people to be able to come in and feel comfortable enough to say, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I need help with, and we will work with you with whatever that means. So we can be overwhelming sometimes, but we can also be really helpful. So it just kind of depends what you're looking for. So we are primarily a clothing boutique. So if you come in, 80% of what we have is clothing. That's why we're here, but we like giftables and we like to support other local vendors. So especially during the holidays, we bring in a lot more items than we normally have. And there's definitely like sections in the store. So there's a Minnesota section that has like Minnesota hot dishes and dish towels that are locally made. And then we do have a wine section that is more like that housewarming. If you're hosting something during the holidays, if you're going to someone's house, you can bring them a housewarming gift, which is fun, or a hostess gift. And so there's definitely like some wine and some fun snarky things. And then our jewelry is primarily locally made as well, which is kind of fun. So if you're talking about accessories, we do have a bag line that we carry and then a bunch of local jewelry. And again, during the holidays, we bring in a lot more. So there's kind of different little sections. There's also a kids section. A lot of us are moms or aunts or grandmas. So we have like locally made night lights. We have the warmies that everyone loves for the holidays, bath soaps, things like that for the kids as well. I love when people come in and they're like, I didn't think I'd like it here, and then they do, and we're like, this is the best. This community is growing, and I think it can for sure sustain something like this. What we need is more people to know that it exists, so this is a really good way for that to happen. So if you've driven by and you've said, I haven't stopped in, I should, or if this is your first time hearing about us, we want to be in our own communities supporting other local vendors in our own communities, and so that's why we're here, and we hope to stay. We have people every single day who come in that say they didn't know that we existed. And while we're 2 years old, and that feels crazy when they're like, how long have you been here? And we're like, 2 whole years. Word of mouth is huge for us. So if you are watching this and you have not stopped in, please come see us. We would absolutely love it. The holidays is a great time too, because we have so many other things than clothing during the holidays. And if you're watching this and you've shopped with us, thank you. You're the reason that we're able to be here. And if you're one of our weekly people, we adore you. Thank you so much for coming to see us all the time. But I just think the word of mouth in the local community is so important. And so we are so grateful for this opportunity. We love this community. We want to stay in this community. But as a small business owner, that does mean people shopping. So we hope that you come see us.
Pickleball. It's the fastest growing sport in the United States. And as it turns out, the city of Champlin has some of the best options to play pickleball in the state of Minnesota. Andrews Park, located in the heart of Champlin, just opened up their state-of-the-art outdoor pickleball facility.
Oh, the response has been great so far. People are really excited about them. We have one of the few lit courts in the metro area, and from what I've been told from other pickleball players in the community, they've been driving like Roseville to play after. This will be a great amenity to this area of the Twin Cities and Champlin. Yeah, we have 6 courts here at the new pickleball court complex. Like I mentioned before, they're lit, so we have a light pole with a button on it after dark, and you hit the button, the lights will stay on for 1 hour, and after 55 minutes they'll strobe, so then you can hit the light again and keep them going. So next year we'll have like an open play program from 8 to 11 in the morning. You can sign up for it, and we'll provide the balls, and we'll have a storage shed here with like squeegees and stuff, so if the courts are damp, you can clear them off and get them dry. But it's a great opportunity to get out and play pickleball if you don't know somebody else that plays pickleball.
Hey, we all know cold weather is coming our way, and sadly, we'll have to look to some indoor courts to get our pickleball fix. Well, good news, Champlin. Lifetime Fitness has some brand new indoor courts. Hey, so whether you're into outdoor play or indoor, it's very clear the city of Champlin is the place to be for all your pickleball needs.
My name is Christine Lundy, and I'm the owner of this coffee shop that's Just Love Coffee and Cafe in Champlin. And we have been here since May 1st, so we're kind of new, but we're really loving how Champlin has embraced us, and they've come in and people are loving the food and the coffee, so we really feel welcomed into the community.
Wanting to start a family business, Christine did her research.
I looked for some different franchise options. They have these websites where you can go and look stuff up. And I didn't really see anything that caught my eye until I ran across Just Love. My daughter has a background in being a barista and a manager at a coffee shop, and my son has a degree in business. And so it just seemed like it might all come together, you know, in a good way to open a coffee shop. And we also love the values of Just Love, which are actually posted on the wall up here: to be genuine, be excellent, and be a catalyst for love. And that just really resonated with me. I was like, yeah, that's what I want, and that's what I want this space to be.
We try to embody the cafe aspect more than just the coffee shop aspect, because a lot of like bigger coffee shops are going away from like, you know, indoor seating and like things like that. Like they're all focused on to go and drive through, and like we do have those as options. Like we're also on DoorDash, where, you know, we have options, but we do want people to feel comfortable coming in and sitting down and, you know, playing cards or talking to their family, or, you know, things like that. And it's been really special to see people, like our regulars, already developing routines here. So I always like to tell people, like, you can hang out here, like plug your laptop in, sit and study. Like that's one thing that's special about this place, is like we really do want the community to come in and spend time here. And like it's such a beautiful shop, and it's bright, and it, you know, it makes me feel happy and hopeful a lot of the time. So I just want to like share that with the rest of the community.
And don't worry if you aren't a coffee drinker. They offer so much more than just coffee.
I've actually heard people say, oh yeah, no, I haven't been by yet, I don't drink coffee. Well, coffee...
Welcome back inside the Champlin Ice Forum. Both teams just taking the ice as we're getting ready for this third period. I'm Pete Anderson alongside Tim Anderson. And Tim, first period so evenly matched. Shots, goals, everything was equal across the board. That second period, it was just kind of waves of Pioneers, it bearing down and breaking down the Bluebirds of Champlin Park, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, the Bluebirds were hanging in there. You give them a lot of credit, right? They were taking on an onslaught of puck possession from Hill Murray, but you can really only hang on for so long before you start to kind of run out of steam, right? And you just think like that little soft goal, that greasy goal that made it 3-1, it was almost like that kind of made an exhale happen for the Bluebirds, where it's really hard to just stay focused and stay in it for that long. They'll make a goal change here for period number 3, as it looks like 34 Madeline Wastrell is warming up to maybe go in and play here in this third period for the Bluebirds.
And talking about goaltending for Champlin Park, I did have a chance to talk to head coach Todd Gutterman ahead of the game, and the top goaltender for the squad is Olivia Foth, and she's out with a concussion right now. So you know, we're gonna see what else is on there. Lund, great first period, making 8 saves. Second period was a little bit rougher.
Yeah, I thought she played admirably, but yeah, you're right. I think that just that end of that period, just the amount of focus and concentration that you have to have was tough for her, I think, as she kind of ran out of steam there at the end of that period. We'll see what Worcester can do. This is very interesting to make this move now, but I don't mind this idea. Get somebody else in, see if they can get some experience. This is still early in the season, and you still got to see what you have.
Nearly a dangerous play there right in front of Worcester as she gets the freeze. Aswegan with the turnover. Face off to Worcester's right. It's Pitson trying to get it out of the zone. Instead, it's going to be turned back. Milton trying to get it out. Cross-ice pass is knocked down, and finally it's McKenzie stepping up and sending it out of the zone. Right back inside of the Champlin Park, off the side of the net. Unfortunate passing error, but here comes Sydney Brnovic. She's got some speed, and she's marked by Sendin. Good hesitation move to create a little bit of space, but Sendin so solid, never giving her a lane to the goaltender.
Sendin has been terrific in this game. I really think that she's been a good passer, also a really strong defensive player for this Pioneer team.
Puck at neutral ice. Callie Alphen has it on her stick, makes a couple of players miss. Now goes to the inside, back outside, drops it back for nobody as the rest of her Bluebird teammates were on a change. This is Zahalka that had it in her own zone. Zahalka back on her stick, gets it taken away. Engelhardt, cross ice for Pohl. Pohl shoots off the post. Good feed there in front of the net. And Pohl just off the mark, missed by a couple inches.
That was a great chance right there for the Pioneers. So they're looking to get that 5. If they can get up 5-1, they have to feel like they've got it right where they want it. I mean, I got to think they have that feeling right now, but they want to keep the pressure on and keep building that momentum forward. This is their third road game in a row, and if you can go 3-0 on the road scoring a bunch of goals, you feel pretty darn good about yourself.
Takeaway for the Bluebirds, and puck comes out outside the reach of Semling, but it does go all the way into the Hill Murray zone and allows Champlin Park Coon Rapids to get a change. Turnover inside the zone. McKenzie tried to do a little rope-a-dope move, take the puck with her, couldn't do so, and it's a turnover right back to the Pioneers. Pioneers in the zone, tipped in on net, and Worcester will absorb and get the whistle. We'll have another face-off inside the Champlin Park Coon Rapids zone.
Now you start to see those shots on goal were pretty even for a good chunk of the game. Now they're starting to stretch out, 19-12 in favor of the Pioneers. They just know how to get shots on net and how to score goals. 15 goals in 3 games.
Each team had 9 shots on goal in the first period. They combined for 10 in the second. 7 of those coming from Hill Murray. Just 3 shots for Champlin Park Coon Rapids since the first period. Send in her own end, wraps around. Outlet pass, a little bit off the mark, but it finds its way. And a nice move. Tipped in front. Wow, that was a pretty goal.
Oh, man.
Regan Berglund to Ella Horning. Horning second.
That's all about spacing, too, Pete. You notice they came in 3-on-2 with those forwards against the defense for Champlin Park Coon Rapids, and it was just about keeping the spacing, allowing the passing lanes to stay in a spot where they can be used. Oftentimes you start to see that start to break down, but this time the passing lane stayed wide open. The Bluebirds couldn't close the gap on those players, and they left her an easy shot on goal for Hornig, her second of the game.
Hornig second, her third of the season. Berglund's second assist of the afternoon. Puck free in front. Semling will get it, but she's pressured by both sides. Just sends that one. It kicked away. Probably was going to go wide anyways. Brnovic through traffic, loses it. Excuse me, that is Bowden. Semling in the slot. Shoots, she scores! Bar down for June Semling, her second of the afternoon, and it's a 5-2 game.
June Semling is just a goal scorer. She knows how to find the back of the net, and that's why the second period was so crazy that they weren't able to get a lot of those looks. This is going back to what they did in the first period, where it's like, hey, let's just get a shot on net. Let's just put it on the net and force the goaltender to make a play. I think they were maybe trying to be too fine in period number 2. Now you see Semling comes in. She fires one on net. It gets deflected. She gets another chance, and she puts that one through.
And one thing you can see Todd Gutterman has done is he's put Semling on the line with Bowden and Pajunen.
Maybe just a better matchup size-wise against the line for the Pioneers.
Takeaway right in front, and Walstrel there to make the save. Alphen was being hounded, and it was good skating by Anna Pohl, the younger of the Pohl sisters. That comes away with that takeaway.
Just a big goal, too, for confidence for the Bluebirds. They get one on the board. You're chasing 3. Now, it does still feel like a long way back, but you got time where if you can sneak one through here in the next couple of minutes, nothing scarier than a 2-goal lead.
Looked like it was going to be a great pass from Pitson to spring Bernovic, but it was just outside of the reach of Bernovic. Sendin instead will come this way, finds near side. Good move for Horning. Horning feeds. That was
that
Taylor Miller that was
yeah.
coming through the slot there. Extra forward that head coach Johnny Pohl has mentioned was going to filter in with each of the top 3 lines. Here's another opportunity and a shot. Center mass saved, made by Wolstrel. Chatelaine with the shot there, working towards the middle.
That line has been super good tonight for this Hill Murray team. Chatelain's been able to get a lot of things started for this Pioneer team, whether it's been feeding passes or keeping the momentum going in front of the net. She's been around the net a lot all night long.
Face-off win for the Pioneers. Bouncing puck in this circle, above the circle. And it's the Bluebirds able to get out of the zone, but good stick work. And it's Emily Pohl coming the other way for the Pioneers. Drop pass taken away by Oswego. Bluebirds avoid a dangerous play there from a dangerous player. In her own end, Addie McLay looks ahead. Centering pass by Berglund, looking for that playmaker, that third assist. Emily Pohl works through the slot, backhands. Wolstrel had the angle.
And that didn't look like her most comfortable shot there, that backhand. And that's the hard one, right? Not everybody's got that one right away. She didn't have the ability to put really anything on it. And you could tell that she was like, oh, I'd really love to turn this around and go the other way, but I can't. So I'm just going to fire this backhand and see what happens at the net.
Face-off win goes for the Pioneers inside the Bluebird zone. Back out to the point.
Oh, right there.
Right in front. And a good save there by Wastrel. Turns away Gwen Skoogman. Was looking for her second of the afternoon. Puck still free. Now bounces in front. And a Pohl puts it on net. And it goes into the glove of Madeline Wastrel. Wastrel's been tested here early in this third period. We're just less than 6 minutes in, and she has faced already 10 shots.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and make sure you're stretched out good before you get out there because the Pioneers are coming, trying to get another goal.
Face-off win goes for the Bluebirds. Bernovic at the half wall, pressured immediately. Puck still comes free, and it comes out of the zone. Bouncing around, and it'll be picked up by Zaholka. Zaholka will work through traffic, gains the zone, gets into the circle. Left circle, drop pass. Not on the mark. And Hill Murray forces the turnover. Now they've got a little bit of space to operate. Still being pressured in her own end. And now off the boards ahead for Anna Pohl. Icing waved off. Callie Alphen for the Bluebirds. Wraps it right around the boards for Sydney Bernovic. Bernovic sends it ahead for McKenzie. McKenzie backhand just wide of the post. Had the goaltender beat. Not many tests here in this second period for Charlotte Oscarson. McKenzie in that situation went for the wide side. Great pass up the middle. What a save by Oscarson with the glove. Oswego ripped that one-time opportunity. McKenzie fed her from the behind. Now on the other end, a tip on just goes wide of the net.
Some great looks right there for the Bluebirds. A great looks for the Pioneers. Great job by Oscarson to stay up to the task, staying focused. You hadn't seen a ton of shots since the first period. Sometimes you can daydream a bit, not Oscarson. Great job by the goalkeeper.
Comes free, shot, that gets deflected and goes wide. That shot off of the stick of Champlin. Icing waved off. Champlin Park, Coon Rapids is able to get a change. Oswegan dumps this one all the way into the Hilmer zone, sending right back.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Finds Emily Pohl. And good work on the backside by Lila Olson, just taking her space away. Instead, it's real tight in front of the net. Wolfstroll never had it come in on net, but it was dancing in front of that blue paint for a hot second. Semling trying to poke check that away. It's a good play by Josie Skoogman to not turn it over. Free puck at neutral ice. Putting the brakes on is Nola Milton. And it's turned the other way. Allie Pajunin on the chase.
Pioneers just keep coming. That's what makes them so tough. It's not like they ever just sit back in a shell and wait for the game to end. They keep attacking.
This one, Karam's on net. Oscarson wisely decides to come out and throw the glove on top of that one, as June Semling was looking for her third.
Yeah, she makes a lot of nice decisions as a goaltender. She hasn't seen a lot of shots, but every shot she makes really good. She doesn't make a lot of careless moves with the puck. She's usually really, really smart and defers to be cautious whenever possible. Makes good decisions in net.
Held in at the point, but Hill Murray has it on their stick. Pass was whiffed on, but regained. And a Pohl will send ahead outside of everybody's reach. And this third line for Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, just trying to get something going. Easton was able to get out of the zone, but it's coming right back inside. Reese Unklesby works through and free in front. Hands up. This one will be whistled dead, and we'll have a face-off inside the Champlin Park Coon Rapids zone. But what a move there by Reese Unklesby. Looked like she was going to go behind the net, and at the last second brought it back in front.
Looked like she had no angle either, and somehow she was able to find a way to put something in front and at least force the goaltender Wolfstroll to do something.
McKenzie wins the face-off for the Bluebirds. Wraps it around the boards. Comes near side for Bernovic. Now Oswegan. The pressure by Hill Murray is noticeably more effective here in this third period, which we'll have when the depth favors one team. Semling with speed. Works around the perimeter, being blanketed by black and green sweaters. Awesome. Turning and firing was McKenzie. She didn't get anything on it, but a turnover. Semling lifts that one high over the crossbar off the back glass.
She does not get cheated, does she? She puts a lot of velocity on those shots.
Berglund through the circle. She's got 2 assists already on the afternoon. Pacing her team out to a 5-2 lead as we're approaching 7 minutes remaining here in this third period. McKenzie tries to dangle through traffic to no avail, and it's a 2-on-2. Champlin shoots off the post, far side. Held right at the blue line, just outside of it. This will be Engelhardt. Eliana, drop pass for Pohl. Emily Pohl goes to the backhand, shoots, and Wastrel there for the save.
It's those kinds of plays right there that show you the difference in kind of the depth and skill from the Pioneers and shows you just how good they are. Those little drop passes, those are not easy to do, and you got to just know where your teammate's going to be. The chemistry, the way these lines all work together, it's really something to watch.
Chatlin's shot off of the face-off win for Hill Murray, never got through. Back on her stick, she feeds in front. What a goal. Eliana Engelhardt has her second, and it's a 6-2 game with 6:32 remaining in this third period.
Just a little touch pass, one-timer right in front of the net. You could see there wasn't a lot of room. This pass has to be just a little baby touch. There it is. Not much on it at all, but it's right on the tape of Engelhardt as she winds up to put it in. nothing Wolstrow could do. I mean, the net's wide open. You cannot stop that one.
Face off at center ice goes to Hill Murray. Up 4 goals now with 6.5 to play.
Get an icing call here. Those are the kind of goals, Pete, that you used to just dominate on NHL 95 and the Sega Genesis. When you had those were the ones that you could get a score on.
Just give me Jamie Roenick, and I can just call me a wizard on NHL 95. Face-off will come inside the Hill Murray zone. McKenzie tied up off of it, but it's going to be Semling in the corner, powering through, gets it over to Brnovic, looking, and now drop passes back on Brnovik's stick. She's going to try and walk through. Good stick work on the defense for Hill Murray.
Well, there's just no clean lanes for the Bluebirds to go. Nice job by Hill Murray of just kind of bottling up all the space. Just cluttered the whole rink.
And they don't over-pursue. They take good angles. Working to the back shoulder doesn't allow for those stop moves that Champlin Park Coon Rapids has tried multiple times. It just doesn't create any openings. Long outlet pass in front. Now through the zone and offsides as Berglund.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because falling down was Pole right there, so she wasn't able to get back on sides. Sets up this face-off.
Face-off just outside the Bluebird zone. Pushed in, and Hill Murray looking, stopping in the circle. Nice opportunity right there, but nothing doing. Still Hill Murray putting the pressure on. Finally, the Bluebirds are able to get the puck on their stick. It's Eswegan. Put it ahead for Pitson. Pitson slides it through all the way into the Hill Murray zone. Turned right back around, and Eswegan did touch that one inside the zone, and so that'll be an offside and a face-off right in front of the Hill Murray bench.
And it's just an example, though, of how when you're forced to kind of play with urgency, you're forced to kind of be out of your rhythm, you're not able to spread out the ice, you're not able to cycle the puck the way you want to, and that leads to things like offsides.
Easton won the face-off, but then quickly loses it. Centering opportunity, trying to get Engelhardt that third goal. It was the same combination. Now Emily Pohl works through traffic. That one's deflected, goes wide. Wolfstrom made sure of it. There's another one-time up in front. Another one, and we finally have it. Engelhardt has the hat trick.
7-2, and that one, she had the wide open look like 1 second earlier. They weren't able to get it to her, so they go ahead around the net. They cycle again, and once again, as the defense tries to sway to the puck, it leaves Engelhardt wide open for a wide open net. And you're right, 7-2, as the Pioneers have been relentless in this third period, just pouring it on.
Pohl will get one of the assists. I believe Champlain could potentially get a second assist. A point for Emily Pohl, her first.
Not a lot of weak links in the chain here, are there? I mean, it feels like they can score from all the lines and can do it from everywhere.
3 goals from Engelhardt gives her 4 on the season. She now has 8 points. And with Pohl and Chatelain each having 1 assist, they also have 8 points. All 3 players on that line, 8 points here 3 games in to the season. Chatelain did get a second assist, so she now is the team leader with 9 points on the season. Puck bouncing and neutralized. Hill Murray. It's Senden. Gets it ahead for Anna Pohl. Works to the middle, and it's a takeaway. Brnovic trying to spring her teammate. And she does. It's Pajunin working through, and great work on the backside. Casey Senden back checks her way all the way to take away that opportunity for Pajunin. Callie Alphen works wide, has an angle, and again, Casey Senden with some excellent defensive work inside the zone, pokes it away. It takes away the momentum for Alphen. Back from the point, fanned on it. It does hold the zone for the Bluebirds. Pajunin working into the corner. Bowden jumps in to help out. Puck comes free. Miller slides it out of the zone, and Pitson will just turn and fire it back towards the Hill Murray zone.
This is a good team, too. This Bluebirds team, they're down 7-2. I think they're going to win a lot of games this season, Pete. They've got some players that can really get some things done, but I think it just speaks to how good Hill Murray is.
Having the second and third line that has the ability to swallow up one and then still have the gas in the tank to go and put some pressure on the defense. And, you know, that's another thing, too, that we haven't talked much about is the skill of the blue liners for Champlin Park, Coon Rapids. You know, you've got Oswego, you've got Milton, Zahalka, Elfin, all of them, and Lila Olson have all been good contributors and made good plays on the back end.
Yeah, they've just been very busy tonight. Unfortunately, they've had to defend a lot of ice as that one gets touched up for icing. But I agree with you. I think they're all very, very solid players. They have got some goal scorers. They've got players who can play on defense. And I think when they get full strength in goal, they're going to be even stronger. Although I thought Lund played pretty darn hard for most of this game up until things kind of got crazy at the end of the second period. So, like I said, I think this Bluebirds team's really solid. They're just up against a buzzsaw right now that is scoring a lot of goals.
Centering opportunity for Anna Pohl. Never finds the target in her stick. And it'll be Semling coming the other way. Trying to work around some traffic. She gets bumped off the puck. Bernovic tried to help out. It comes outside the zone. Turning, firing. And working through traffic is Pajunin. Bernovic holds the line not to be offside. Long outlet pass off the mark. That'll be an icing. Berglund is trying to get sprung, but that puck just skipped right over her stick. Otherwise, she would have been off to the races. I don't think many people are catching her today.
Home games coming up, at least for Champ. I mean, we'll talk about this, I'm sure, later, but their next game now, they were at home today. They'll be at home in their next one against Rogers. So Bluebirds having a chance to kind of get some home cooking. Didn't quite go today, but they'll have another opportunity to get right against Rogers really soon.
Both teams' next game is actually against Rogers. And the matchup of these two teams right now, as Berglund again trying to squeeze that one through to Taylor Miller. Berglund will turn back, now goes up top for the defense. Chip back into the corner. Milton loses it. Miller feeds into the slot and slides off the stick. Feeding in this one ahead. Here's a 1-on-0 opportunity. A blocker save. Flashing into that open net at the last second.
Put it in the right spot, though. I like that play from Roca. Had a clean shot on net, just wasn't able to put it past the goaltender. Great save again by Oscarson, able to deflect it away.
Sendin inadvertently just steps in front of Bowden, knocks her to the ice. Alphin with the puck on her stick now, works through center ice, gains the blue line, and just loses it. She's still working, grinding into the corner. But it's Olivia Braunshausen that is able to come away with the puck. Outlet pass ahead. Here we go. Unklesby. Unklesby goes to the backhand. She shoots, she scores.
Wow. I mean, just a clean one-on-one look. And again, it shows you just the amount of skill that they have at Hill Murray to get Unklesby that look. Just one move, quick little swing move, and then all of a sudden a wide open backhand puts it past Wolstrow, who's had a tough third period as they have been coming after her from the moment she entered the game. Watch this move. This is pretty.
And, you know, that goal, as pretty as it is, the outlet pass to spring her was absolutely on the money.
Yeah, what a brilliant little two-line pass. Just set up a wide open look. And again, you're finding those open lanes. There's a lot more ice for the Pioneers this third period, it feels like.
Dumped back down low. Tipped in front. There's another shot turned away by Wallstrom. Anna Pohl was the one that sprung Unklesby. Taylor Miller getting a lot of ice time here now in the third. Looks like she's on the ice every other shift. Bowden trying to work through past Sendin. She's been just as much of a brick wall as her goaltender in net since the first period. And that'll do it. It's an 8-2 final. We came out of the first period thinking how evenly matched they were, and it was all things going smoothly, basically for the last 22 minutes of gameplay.
The Bluebirds came out, and I think they pushed all their chips to the table in that first period and came after them with everything they had and gave it a 1-1 game. And I think even midway through the second period, you had to be thrilled with what you were seeing if you were Champlin Park, Coon Rapids. But this Hill Murray team is so deep, and they continued to grind and run their stuff. And as soon as they started to get some open passing lanes, I thought that changed everything. All of a sudden, the ice just opened up for the Pioneers, and they were getting shots from everywhere.
The depth wins out here this afternoon at the Champlin Ice Forum. Hill Murray Pioneers show off their strength, their skill, and their speed as they race out to an 8-2 victory over the Bluebirds here at the Ice Forum. Well, for our crew here at the Ice Forum, that's kind of a home game for us, right? Getting to utilize all of the cool overhead cams. And
they didn't even start the truck, I don't think.
Didn't even need to start the truck.
Didn't even need to.
But for all of our crew here inside the arena and in the studio, for my partner in crime here today, Tim Anderson, I've been Pete Anderson on QCTV Sports. It's Hill Murray Pioneers 8, Champlin Park, Coon Rapids 2. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.